What's happening, people? It's your favorite ex-Hasidic Jew here, back with another segment of ex-Hasidic Jew reviews, where I'll take clips from movies and TV shows that involve a Hasidic Jew, and I'll break down exactly what Hollywood got right and what they got horribly, horribly wrong. Today's segment, we're taking a look at Curb Your Enthusiasm. Larry David, fellow Jew, still crushing it. What is he in, like his 30th season? I mean, Curb Your Enthusiasm, still one of the funniest shows on TV, and I thought we'd dedicate an entire episode specifically to this show because it deserves it. Because it's one of the funniest shows still on TV now. So I thought, without wasting any time, guys, let's get into some scenes from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Okay, so I guess a little backstory with the clip I'm about to show you. Larry David, in one of the episodes, ends up meeting this woman who owns this dry cleaners, and she's actually a Hasidic Jew. And they hit it off. She's very attracted to Larry David. Like so many women are. I mean, look, it goes Chris Hemsworth, Brad Pitt, and then Larry David. Honestly, you can kind of switch out Brad Pitt and Larry David, really. I'm just, it's just what was in my head at the time.
Where'd you get the sheet?
Linen store.
Who brings the sheet to a hotel? And what's it? There's a hole there.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
because you're Hasidic.
What, do you believe that stupid shit? What kind of fucking idiot are you?
So yeah, this has been a weird one. This is a little bit of a strange one that I heard growing up, that Hasidic Jews, while they're having sex with the whole sheet and the whole thing, that's all. I don't really know where it came from. I think people have this idea about religious Jews that were kind of squirmy-ish about sex, and that's not really the case. It's not actually something that's really looked down upon or kind of looked at really squirmishly as much as I think people might think. I do find the humor in how ridiculous this is. I'm really curious to know who came up with it. I love the fact that this religious woman is being promiscuous, but Larry David is still nice enough to be like, she's still a religious Jew though, so I should probably have sex with her in the proper way that she would like to. Just honestly, being a polite guy, you know?
So how long are you going to be around for? You want to go taking a couple of Broadway shows? There's a good one called Next to Normal. I hear a lot of good stuff about. A woman has a bipolar
Could
disorder.
I interrupt you for a minute? Listen, I got an emergency. Are either of you gentlemen Jewish?
Not me.
Yeah, I'm...
Well, listen, I have a problem upstairs. We're doing a Kaddish, and we need one more guy for fill out the minion.
What's a minion?
A minion, when a Jewish person dies, you need to have 10 men in a room to say a prayer.
Take 10 minutes tops.
You know, I got my friend
You could
here.
come along. It's a free lunch. You could have a little sandwich while you're watching.
Free lunch?
Yeah. It's an emergency. We got to get to the cemetery. What do you think?
Have you ever had Jewish food before?
Kopecks gave me some kitschka one time.
So
Okay.
we could go then.
All right, fine, come on.
Let's go. Great news. The minion is complete. Nice Jewish gentleman has volunteered. Thank you very much. I'm going to
Pleasure.
give you both.
Sorry about whatever happened. I don't really know, but somebody obviously died. We all...
Okay, so I just want to interrupt for a sec. I feel like these videos, they're pretty much doing my job for me, okay? Because they're pretty much explaining everything. Yeah, pretty much everything in this scene was explained. It's not really a lot of commentary for me. Obviously, they mentioned something which is called a minion. Obviously, when 10 Jewish men get together, that's what it's called. You're supposed to pray with 9 other Jewish men. That's the basic idea of what a minion is, and I'm sure you've heard the concept of Kaddish. It's after a loved one dies. You're supposed to say a specific prayer.
We'll have to go at some point, and
Excuse me. What?
you know, hopefully there's an afterlife. I'll keep my fingers crossed. You never know. Crazier things, right?
Terribly sorry. Are you Bill Buckner?
Yeah.
Herman here is from Boston. He's a big Red Sox fan, and he can't be in the same room with Bill Buckner. I'll have to ask you to please leave.
Wow.
I'm terribly
Are you
sorry.
serious?
I'm really...
Are you for real?
October 1986.
Jesus Christ.
2 outs.
Larry, don't worry about it. Hey, they can't help themselves.
Yeah,
Don't
you're
worry
damn
about
right.
Yeah, we
they
can't
don't.
help ourselves. Don't let the door go through your legs on the way out, Buckner.
Sure.
My only regret, I can't ruin your life before you leave.
Hey, you won 2 world championships since then, huh? That's not enough for you?
3. Should have been
Come
3.
on.
Let's go.
That should have been 3.
Should have been 3.
Let's go.
Don't
worry about it.
I don't want to be your stupid minion anyway.
Stupid
How about
minion?
that?
My uncle died.
I hope there is no afterlife. I hope there's no afterlife.
Sorry,
Hey, Larry, what about the kitschka?
The hell with the Kishka. Come on.
One of the things I think, if you're paying attention, you realize within this show is that it's not just Larry David that's absolutely insane. It's everybody else around him that's also incredibly unreasonable. It's funny how you go through the entire show and you can look at Larry David and go like, wow, this guy's incredibly unreasonable. He's, you know, ridiculous. He gets himself in specific situations and he just says the rudest things, which he does. There's no question about it. But on the other hand, everybody else around him is also equally as terrible most of the time. In this scene specifically where this guy's kicking out Larry David and this baseball player because he hates him so much. And when Larry David screams back, oh, you know what, I want to be part of your stupid minion, he gets all insulted like, what? How dare you call this minion stupid? My uncle died. It's like, okay, you're being just as rude by kicking somebody out, alright? Don't try to get on top of your high horse. What am I talking about again? I don't know. I feel like I'm not really giving a lot of commentary. I'm just kind of yelling at the screen.
Mr. Heinemann.
How are you, sir?
What a great pleasure to meet you.
Well, it's nice to meet you. Sit down, please.
Thank you.
So?
I'm sorry. I'm a little late. You know.
It's not a problem.
Yeah.
I think what makes this scene extra hilarious is the fact that Larry David is somehow acting even more Jewish than he usually does. That to me is pretty impressive. Okay, so in this scene you have these two characters, and one guy goes chashashin, and another guy goes chashashin. It's really funny. I've seen this in a few different movies before, where characters just add chad to the beginning of a word, and somehow that just makes it a Jewish word. Just like anything. Like, how you doing? Chavelin. Chavelin. I'm doing chavelin. Yeah, that's a word. How's your pasta? It's a lochshvil. You know? Just making up stuff. This doesn't mean anything. Absolutely. They just said absolutely gibberish in this scene.
Machst du? What a mitzvah it was for you to leave that note on my car.
Well, how could I do anything less than that? I'd have to be a sociopath to hit somebody's car and then go away into the night as if nothing happened.
Thank you. Thank you.
What happened? I was listening to Jewish radio and they were talking about Israel, and I got so worked up I lost control of my car.
May I offer you some lunch?
Please.
Morty, menus, please. It's kosher, you know that.
Oh. Let's see, wait a second. Hello? No. Thank you for that invitation, but I cannot go to the baseball game on the Sabbath. I'm sorry. It's impossible. I'll take a rain check, however. Oh, okay. I'd love to go to the game, but not on the Sabbath. The Yankees are playing, and I would kill to go down there.
Are you a Yankee fan?
Oh, I'm a Yankee fan. I'm a huge Yankee fan.
I love the Yankees.
You love the Yankees?
There are so many times when the Yankees were playing in Anaheim that I have so much wanted to go to see it. I even cheat by watching it on television. I shouldn't do that.
I'm never gonna get over the words that are just gibberish that's coming out of their mouths. It's absolutely hilarious.
What's that smell?
What? Eggs?
What? Bacon? What are you, crazy? You're making bacon?
Why?
Why?
What?
People don't eat bacon. What are you, nuts? It's not kosher people. Kosher. You know what that is.
Well, they don't have to eat it.
How'd you do last night?
I did fine. How'd you do?
I missed you, honey.
I missed you too.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Were these not the plates we ate the pot roast on last night?
They are the same plates, but they've been washed.
What?
I shouldn't be having dairy on these kind of plates. You know, as you know, the dairy and the meat are on two separate plates. That's a necessary rule of being kosher. Where are the milchik plates? Where are they?
Milchik plates.
Where are they?
The milchik plates? Well, they should be in the cabinet. You were told about the milchik plates. Were you not?
Okay. Well, I'm sorry about
That's fine. I have to bury the plate and we'll be done
You're
with
gonna
it.
do what?
We have to bury the plate.
Why would you bury a plate?
Why would you bury a plate? Fella.
You have to bury the plate to purify it. It has to go underground.
Purify. Got the
I'm
purify.
sure you probably have a whole set of china
You
in
can't
your
just
backyard.
wash it and call it a day?
No, we can't.
No,
unless you want me
you
to
can't
starve,
wash
then
it and call it a day. No. That's not how it works.
Do you want to bury it as the man of the house? Please,
You bury.
respect-
You bury. You bury. It's a little early for burying. I don't like to bury before coffee.
Do I smell bacon?
Bacon?
Well...
No. Oh, I was a little gassy. I didn't match.
Hey. Okay, so, yeah, I remember I specifically wanted to do a bit of research when I first saw this scene, but everything in the scene is absolutely just made up. It's absolutely ridiculous. The basic idea of the scene is that Cheryl, by mistake, uses a plate for milk and for meat, and you're not supposed to mix those together. So this woman decides, in order to purify it, you have to bury in the ground. This is pretty much made up. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Growing up as a kid, if we by mistake use something for milk and for meat, we just throw out the plate. That was really it. You didn't go in the backyard and purify it. That's the basic idea. This idea of like putting it in the ground, not really, nobody really does that. And the fact that she's like, oh yeah, of course, you just bury in the ground. Like it's an obvious thing. That's pretty ridiculous. The idea of kosher is a lot more complicated than that. I could really go into depth about the laws of kosher. There are so many. I could really go into it, but the general idea here is that if you happen to use a plate for milk and meat, usually they throw out the plate.
Kidding me.
What's going on?
Don't worry. It happens all the time. Should only be a few minutes. It's been 15 minutes already.
What's going on?
Shkia Sachama. That's what's going on here.
What?
Shkia Sachama. Sundown. I can't be here alone with you after sundown.
Why not?
Because you're a man and I'm a single woman.
So?
So it's not allowed.
Who says so?
The law, the Torah says so. Hashem says so.
Hashem.
Do you know anything?
No, Hashem, I know. Anyway, but it's okay. There's extenuating
There's
circumstances
such thing
here.
as extenuating circumstances.
Well, you got another half hour.
It's 5:41. Shkia Sachama's at 5:41.
All right, well, that's a half hour.
Fine.
They'll fix it.
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't really know what she's talking about here. This idea of yichud is the idea that a man and woman who are not married or very closely related cannot be together in the same place. Okay, a couple of issues with this scene. Number one, the fact that she is a religious woman and she's hanging out with this other guy who's married in kind of a secluded area is already something that a religious woman would not do if she's that concerned about Shkia Sachama, the night come, or yichud, okay? This is already a silly situation in which a religious woman who's this devoted would not find herself in. So yeah, those are my general thoughts. If you like this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give me a like, and comment down below. That definitely helps with the algorithm. If you like these videos, let me know down below. And thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, you guys.